This is New Cleveland Radio with Care Notes for Caregivers with Doug Wilbur and his special guest today talking about benefits of lifelong learning.
Hi, Karen. This is Doug, and one of the things that we have the opportunity to have in one of our other podcasts, and we talked about this, is we have a great nurse on staff, Molly Patel, who I'm introducing at this point in time. But one of the things that Molly is tasked with is helping with the education of our caregivers, so that we really want to be absolutely the best at providing care for our clients. And part of that is having the knowledge and having the training and having the ability to do the things that we all need to do every day in providing care for our clients. And part of that is you may be very good at one thing, and because you've had exposure to, say, dementia or other things, but you may not be good at some other things. And one of the things that we're dedicated as a company is to provide you with the means of getting the training that you need to be able to do what you do every day, not just barely, but with excellence. So with that, I'd like to introduce the person who's tasked with the challenge of helping that occur. Molly, it's up to you now.
Oh, gosh. Okay, that sounds very overwhelming. Hello, everybody. This is Molly Patel, your staff nurse, Cherished Companions. So I do want to reiterate what Doug said. I'm here to help with training. Even if you know an area, you've been trained in the area, but have maybe a lack of confidence in a specific skill or something, then that's what I'm here for. I know what it feels like to be in a position where I'm lacking confidence in a certain skill, and to have someone come alongside and just give you tips and be an example, it can be so comforting. And I have so appreciated those people that have come alongside me and taught me things. But I wanted to start out with a really strange comment you're saying. I heard this from a conference, and what the man said was that a tree that is not growing is dying. And it took me by surprise to hear him say that, but that's really so true for us. Like, if we're not growing in our skills and in our craft, then we're growing stagnant and we're dying in our skills. So I want to encourage everybody to continue to be hungry for the growth in knowledge and improving skills. When we're not growing in that knowledge base, in something that we do every day, work can start to feel a little bit menial and boring. But when we're growing in knowledge and growing in experience, it can really make doing caregiving exciting. And there's so many things to learn and to grow in. A few of those things, we have a lot of patients with memory problems, and there is so much to learn about memory care for our clients when it comes to redirecting them, when it comes to engaging their mind and keeping their attention, when it comes to nutrition and helping that brain work better so that they can have better memory. There's lots of different things that we can learn from those people that have really specialized in this area. Diabetes, for instance, there's new and more effective treatments for diet, for exercise, and for medication for diabetes that, we all are working with those clients that have diabetes. The more that we know about the disease and how to help treat it, how to help that patient keep their blood sugars under control, just the better the patient is going to feel, and and their confusion will be a lot less. We have a lot of patients who have heart failure, and that sounds really overwhelming, but there are a few simple things that we can do as caregivers to help promote better health for our patients who have heart failure. Actually, there are a lot of things that we can do for that. Or just learning, the different conditions our patients have. Some people have atrial fibrillation, some people are on blood thinners, and there are certain things we want to watch for in those patients that could be complications that we might want to, notify the doctor about. So, learning, all those different things that patients that we have, they can be really helpful in just expanding our experience and our knowledge, and it can increase just that level of confidence in caring for people. So one of my questions that I ask people is, would you want to depend on a doctor who stopped actively learning his craft after medical school? A doctor who never, went to continuing education after he graduated? I certainly wouldn't. So I'd rather have a doctor who took learning seriously and continued his learning over the past 30 years. In my time as a registered nurse, I've spent a lot of working hours with a number of doctors through my career, a number of fellow nurses, and a lot of other specialty people. And yeah, only a small percentage of people that I've worked with really stood out as being excellent. And those people that really had that label of excellence to me, they were people who really worked at honing their craft. I know there was a nurse that I worked with in the ICU. She was better at reading EKGs than any of the other nurses in the whole department. And it's just because she spent time learning it. She went to conferences, she read books, she really made it a priority to be able to master that skill. And when any of us had questions about things like that, we'd run to her because she had the excellence. And that's what I want for all of you, is for you to have that area of excellence that you feel like you can kind of coach other people in, and also if there's an area that you feel weak in, to be able to lean on other people who are around you who have that expertise. And it pays off big dividends when we invest in our learning and we invest in our knowledge. We become people that can be trusted for our expertise, and I can say in my experience here at Cherished Companions, I have met so many caregivers who have a depth of experience that I have not seen in other places, and I'm so humbled to come alongside and have these people by my side, to be able to just work alongside these people and be able to brag on people, to the families and patients, about the kind of caregivers that we have working here at Cherished Companions. But I wanted to make a few suggestions on how to continue expanding that knowledge base for yourself, how to hone your craft, how to get more excellence in your skills. One of the things you can do is to take advantage of our online training that we've set up through Cherished Companions. We can help get you hooked up to that if you're not already. And also, I'd like to say that in the coming year, we're going to be working on just expanding that training, the online training and things, and also in introducing some hands-on training here in our office. So we're excited to do that. Another thing that you can do to help expand your knowledge base is just to read up on what's new in the realm of caregiving and home care from reputable sources. There's a lot out there that can give great tips on caregiving for people in the home. Also, learn facets of caregiving that are new to you, those things that you don't feel totally skilled in or you don't feel totally confident in. I know sometimes we try to avoid things that we don't feel totally confident in, but I would just encourage you to stretch yourself and to get past those feelings of nervousness. If it's something like learning how to use a Hoyer and or learning how to care for an ostomy bag for one of your clients, don't hesitate to ask or to find some training in that. We will be very happy to help you to learn those skills. There are some good videos out there to watch to brush up on your skills. Attending trainings and classes that will strengthen your skills, like CPR classes, skills training, or STNA training. You can also spend time just learning from people who are more experienced, asking questions, getting guidance from them, from other caregivers or nurses. And also, I would suggest, if you have a patient who has conditions that you're not real familiar with, to go ahead and research those health conditions that that patient has. It'll help you understand maybe their behavior a little bit more, help you to understand what to watch for as far as complications or things like that. And I also would like to encourage you to be an inspiration to others. Be someone who coaches the other people around you, and to be that resource person. It helps us so much to grow as we help other people to grow. Sometimes, simple tips can make client care a little bit easier and a little less risky for everybody involved. And I know for myself, the older I am, the more I learn, the more I realize that I need to learn. And I think all of us find that to be true. So I am so grateful to have time to listen to your experiences, and I've learned so much from so many caregivers already. I'm looking forward to learning more from all of you and to pass that knowledge forward to the newbies that are coming in. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope to talk with you and meet you soon. Okay.
Well, one of the things, there's an old saying that knowledge is power. And I think it's really true that you have the power to impact lives and help people when you have the right knowledge. One of the things too is be a giver of the knowledge, and this is just one of my thoughts, is that oftentimes you're overlapping with other caregivers, and if you have figured out something that really works with a mutual client that you and another caregiver has, pass that knowledge on. Give that information to someone else so they can be successful, so that the client can do much better. And just know that as a company and as an agency, our mission is really that of providing phenomenal care to the people that we are tasked with serving, and that heart of service, that heart of doing the right thing, infuses everything that we do, and we in the office have the desire to impart information that will help you really be good at your craft. Anyway, just know that is a part of our mission. Again, we're here to support you in the work that you're doing for our clients as a company, and being a Cherished Companions has a high responsibility, but you're not in this alone. You're in this with a team of people that are supporting you. And one of those people is Molly, and I appreciate the time that she took today in guiding us a little bit on that idea of lifelong learning. So thank you, everyone.
Again, this has been Benefits of Lifelong Learning on Care Notes for Caregivers.